So today we're going to teach you how to HvH. You may think all you have to do is turn on RageBot and mindlessly hold W, but you'll just get destroyed by anyone who actually knows what they're doing. First, let's start with features and explaining what those features even do. A lot of people will turn them on and have zero clue what they actually do. Let's start with the easy ones. Remove spread. If you turn this on, hit chance will no longer apply. You'll be able to hit any shot with any weapon. This includes no scopes, jumping in the air, etc. This will probably be patched at some point, so don't get too used to it. Silent aim. All silent aim does is hide the aimbot snaps yourself. Right now, most cheats also have perfect silent, which not only hides it for yourself, but hides it for everyone else, including demos. Having this on or off won't affect anything in HvH. History. A lot of cheats will use different words for this, like accuracy boost or whatever, but this is backtrack. You should always have this on maximum unless your PC is bad and can't handle it. If you don't know what backtrack is, it's lag compensation, which lets you shoot at previous places where enemies were. Delay shot. As the name suggests, it delays shots. I don't see any reason to ever turn this on in CS2. Duck peek assist. This is fake duck. No point using this right now. Quick peek assist. This lets you bind a key, and when you hold that key, you'll mark a spot on the ground, which you'll automatically return until you either shoot or let go. Using this with Scout used to be very strong in CSGO. For CS2, it's still pretty strong, but you'll need very low ping. Neverlose doesn't have these features right now, but other cheats do, and they are hit chance override and min damage override. The purpose of them is to override what your default setting is. So, for example, if your min damage is 100, but your override is 15, when you hold your override button, it'll shoot from 15 HP to above. This is useful if you want to shoot through certain walls and whatnot. Okay, so the baby stuff is out of the way. Now, let's get into what you'll actually be messing with. Hit chance. If you aren't using no spread, this is the chance you'll need to have in order for the cheat to shoot. This is one of the most important features. If you set it too high, you'll never miss, but it'll take longer for the cheat to shoot, since it'll need to reach that hit chance in order to shoot. If you set this too low, it'll shoot faster, but you're more likely to miss. For Scout or Op, I would generally use around 60 to 70% hit chance. For pretty much everything else, I would use around 50. The reason being is, you generally don't want to miss with an op since you can only shoot one bullet at a time, so each bullet has to count. So you'll want a decently high hit chance, but not too high. For weapons like rifles or pistols, you can shoot a lot faster, so even if you miss, you'll shoot a lot more bullets and some are bound to hit. Hitboxes. This is which hitboxes you want the cheat to shoot at. Even though you'd like to only shoot at people's heads, having only head hitbox isn't a good idea. You should generally have most of the hitboxes on except for maybe arms or legs. Reason being, shooting those hitboxes do the least amount of damage, and you don't want to shoot at someone's legs with an op. If you have an auto, it's fine to use them, but generally, you should only need head, chest, and stomach. Multipoint. Multipoint extends the area where you will shoot at in a hitbox. Let's imagine the circle is someone's head hitbox. If you had 0 multipoint, it would only shoot at the direct center area. If you have 100 multipoint, it'll shoot at the entire circle or hitbox. Generally, having multipoint set somewhere between 50 to 80 is advised. You don't want it too far to either end, but somewhere in the upper middle. If you have high multipoint, it's better for scouts or ops since you can shoot the hitbox area as soon as it's available. Keep in mind, if your multipoint is too high, you'll miss more due to server desync and whatnot. If your PC is bad, you should keep multipoint low. Min damage. So this is the minimal damage the cheat will shoot at, or try to at least. If you set the min damage to 100, it won't shoot unless it feels like it'll do 100 damage. So, if you have a Glock and you're long range, you won't shoot. You generally want this number to be pretty high for ops and scouts, and pretty low for everything else. It depends on the person and their playstyle, but I would suggest having above 70 min damage for snipers and around 30 min damage for everything else. I usually go with 100 min damage for snipers or HP plus 1. Auto stop. This will automatically stop you when the cheat will shoot. This is very necessary to have since it pairs with hit chance quite nicely. Usually going with early is the best option, but of course it depends on your playstyle. Auto scope. If you're not using no spread, you'll need this on, so it'll automatically scope in with sniper rifles. Of course, some prefer having this off. Now, let's talk about rapid fire. Rapid fire is awful and very ping-based. Pretty much everything up to this point doesn't apply to rapid fire. Rapid fire changes everything. Remember what I said about hit chance and min damage? Yeah, you can just forget about all of that if you have rapid fire on. All you need to know about rapid fire is if you have lower ping, you'll shoot first. If your ping is higher, well, sucks to suck. This will probably be patched soon, but it's Valve, so who knows. Anti-aim is pretty weird right now, so I'll leave that for possibly a future video. So with your config setup, you may think you're ready to HvH. You're still not ready though, so settle down. Now let's talk about map knowledge. Map knowledge is a big part of HvH. Knowing which spots are wallbangs and which aren't is a huge advantage. There's a lot of new wallbangs in CS2 that a lot of people still don't know, including me, since I'm not a dork. There's a few decent videos on YouTube which show a lot of the wallbangs. There's just too many wallbangs to go over, so you'll have to use your own time for that. Now, let's talk about actual playstyle. Should you peek them first or second? Well, it depends. First, it depends on ping. Second, it depends on your weapon and where you are. Generally, if the enemy is out in the open, you should quick peek them, and 90% of the time, you will win and they won't even shoot back. That is basically all you need to know. The rest will depend on how aggressive you want to be. And you should be good to go. Just practice and remember to call people no names and insult them constantly, so they know you're better than them.